Hello, hello. Good day. It is me, Fresh Baked Niche. I want to play a little bit of Terraria, and I just wanted to just talk. I had some thoughts. This isn't really like an organized thing. I just wanted to speak. I also would like to apologize. I think 2 weeks ago, when this video goes up, there wasn't a video. I know I posted about it. I said there was going to be one. I did upload it, but for some reason it like corrupted, and I didn't catch it in time. And it's just been so long, and unfortunately, I don't keep videos just because I have very limited space on my machine to store. And yeah, unfortunately, the file's just gone, and it'll be lost in time, and that's okay. Uh, I'm pretty sure I was just rambling about like video game movies and how I think they're getting better from what they used to be. But anyways, so Gen Con's coming up. I mean, I say that it's still a couple months out, but I like I bought my ticket. I'm very, very excited. And I'm a bit nervous this year. And I think part of that is because fans of the channel will know I'm a big card game guy. Love my card games. But like, I like last year was kind of sad because there wasn't like a lot I wanted to check out, and I was able to experience a couple good things. But with stuff like Riftbound happening, or like the Gundam card game where it was just speculative pricings and crazy value for investor bros because if I do this demo I get a card or whatever. And I think that kind of just it put a bad taste in my mouth. And with things like the Cyberpunk TCG game coming out and potentially them being able to go to like, what the hell are you? Okay. With the potential of them being at Gen Con this year, it has me worried that like it's going to be a repeat of Riftbound. And like I've got more people in my life who play card games now, and it's exciting that we're going to be able to go do this, hang out and engage with these things. But then it's like, well, if it's going to be just a crapshoot or crap show, then what's the point? And I not knowing worries me. Like I'd rather know or not, whatever. The point is I'm excited for the show. I think it'll be a good time this year. I just, with things like that on the horizon, it just makes me wonder what's gonna happen. Speaking of out on the horizons, man, this housing. I don't care how much this dates this video because I don't see it getting any better, but like, man, the housing market's nuts. For those of you somehow not in the loop or are unaffected, just to give you my perspective on it, I have been looking for a home pretty regularly for about a year now. And at every turn it feels I'm just not getting like what I want. Or I should say, I have to keep lowering my expectations. And it feels bad. Cause like I should be able to get a home with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. That's about 1,000 square feet for like $150. That isn't like completely run down or burnt or mold covered or what have you. But like out where I live, a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, basically shack on the side of the road that has a huge hole in the ceiling can go for like, you know, $300,000. Like that's ridiculous. And you know, it is tough. And like I can tell you this, I've put in bids and I've lost both of them. The one was unfortunately I got a little overzealous. I didn't have the funds, and you know, I was outbidded by just like, oh gosh, let me think. It was maybe like $10,000. Where, you know, I've seen another case where like the house had been up for like quite a while. I put in my bids, and then all of a sudden over the weekend they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna close this thing, blah blah blah. And I got hit with, you know, the triple threat. They paid well over asking. I think it was only a $200,000 home, but I think they ended up paying closer to 300. They paid in cash, which that alone tells me this was probably a business and not a person, which is just even worse. And they didn't do an inspection, which I can tell you that home definitely needed one, but well, if you got that kind of money to just throw away, I guess you're going to do it, you know? And yeah, I mean, it's just the current state of things. I mean, I did find a place. I like it. It's cute. I can afford it. It's very nice. Has some good amenities, near some good things, but man, oh man. It is over 3 hours from where I currently live and would put me near absolutely no one and nothing. And I ain't doing that. Like, I would love my own place. I'd love to be an individual, but like, I don't want to lose my friends, my family, and my routine, you know, that much. But I guess that's part of the, you know, part of the game. You know, it's one of those things you might just have to do. And yeah, it's a little crushing. Because I'm trying to think. I got like a month at this point for my loan, and then I'll have to reapply. And at that rate, I don't know if they'll increase it, decrease it. I mean, they probably won't budge much, but like, is the interest rate going to go up? I heard they're going down, but that doesn't mean much. So, you know, we'll see. It's a mess. But yeah, that's you know, at least I'm not hurting for a place to live. You know, to anybody out there who is, I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm in a decent position. I'm in a happy spot, I guess, to say. Is it perfect? No. But is it something? Yes. But, and I think the funniest part is I talk to people about this all the time, and the one thing that gets brought up is like, oh, well, do you look at apartments? Do you think about apartments? And it's like, no, because apartments and any kind of rental in my area basically would eat all of my income. Like, I'm pretty sure in my area, rent for most places is between $2,000 and $3,000, and you know, it's one me. I can't afford that. Like, I work a job, I make some money, but not enough for that. And honestly, at those prices, like, that's a mortgage, you know? So yeah, I mean, without getting too weird, I guess that's those are my thoughts. I would like to say, in a more positive light, with, you know, Pokemon Day fast approaching, I I'm still enjoying the little challenge I set myself. Managed to quickly get through black, white, and or I shouldn't say black and white. I mean, I played white, and then I played black too. I was able to get through both very, very quickly, and you know, it is. They were not terrible games. I thought they were fun. Unfortunately, my copies are Japanese, and I do not speak the language, so basically the entire story is lost on me. I don't know what's going on, but now I'm starting up X, and I'm happy with it. I mean, I got some friends who are talking absolute crap, and that's their right. And I'm not going to say like X and Y were perfect games, but I think for what they were trying to do, making that that jump to 3D, and as much as they were trying to do with it, like, it's not as bad as people make it out to be, but I can agree it's not perfect, and that's okay. I am appreciating, though, the speed of being able to play. I mean, sure, the world's a little smaller, sure, the dex isn't as big, but and the control's nice. The music is pretty good. I'm tired and my head's in 100 places that aren't here. I'm liking it. It's good. And I look forward to finishing it, and then I got Sun to work through, and then I did it. I completed my challenge. I'll probably move on to the next franchise. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, though. I'm almost thinking maybe doing like 3DS Zeldas or something. Because just saying Legend of Zelda titles, I think that would be a bit much. But then again, maybe not. I'll see. Maybe I'll move on to something else, though. We'll see. We'll see. Although, speaking of moving on, I guess is like a final point to this rant of rambling. I did start reading again. I'm reading a weird adventure book. It's a bit of a slow start. It's this dude's starts off as an old man in New York, and he's talking about how when he was younger, he was quite the adventurer, and he went on this crazy thing, and he saw dead men come alive and blah blah blah, and he has these little statuettes, and he's just reminiscing while drinking too much, and then it like snaps back to him being this spry young man going on his first expedition to Egypt. He's looking for mummies, and at least from what the book is described to be, it sounds like the mummies are gonna like curse him or something, and whatever. But I'm like 5 chapters in. It's not terrible. I'm thinking if I can maybe just like block off some time during the week, I should start reading more. It's not a terrible book. And I'm still thinking about maybe doing like a book club on this channel just to do something. But, we'll see. We'll see. I'm also thinking about taking this channel in a different direction just as a fun little aside. I'm thinking about maybe focusing more on like maybe like locking in and just doing video games mostly. I mean, I think being so undefined isn't helping, but I think leaving room to be able to still do things is nice. Like, if I want to talk about anything more in depth, I can do that. I don't have to. But I feel like there's always gaming stuff to talk about, so maybe start just working on that and not worrying too much. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you know, y'all take it easy. Oop. Let's do one more cast. Damn. All right. Well, you know, y'all take it easy, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.